Hi, it's John Anderson here. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to write killer headlines that get a great response for your product or services ad every time you run that ad or anytime someone looks at that sales letter. So, to start off, let's talk about what a headline is. So, I like to think of a headline as an ad for your ad. In other words, people see the headline and then they are inspired to read the rest of your ad. And that's why it's got to be good, because if they don't, then they will just click off your web page, if it's a web page sales piece, and disappear from your life like a ship into the night. However, if they do like your headline and they see a benefit in it for themselves, they think that you can solve one of their problems, then you've got an avid reader that will potentially read the rest of your sales letter, and then there's a greater chance of them going on to buy. Now, as you can see, I've got a headline here. Warning, don't even think about writing a headline until you've learnt these formulas. Now, while being true, you shouldn't write a headline until you have learnt some of these formulas, so you learn about what sort of headline structures tend to work, so you've got a consistent probability of odds in your favour. It's also a very great example of a good headline structure. So, let's have a look at it. Warning. So warning is a great, I suppose, a flag for people or a lighthouse for people. People see the warning and they're drawn to it. They want to know what they're being warned of. It's like saying danger. It attracts people's eyes because they want to know about the possible threat to themselves, if you want to put it that frankly. So they'll read your headline then, and then you say, don't even think about writing a headline until you've learnt these formulas. But if I was selling insurance, I would say, warning, don't even think about signing an insurance policy until you have read this report on insurance scams. So, that's an example of how it can be applied in another industry. Now have a think about how it could be applied in your industry. The trick with it is this can also be linked to, for example, a special report or a special video series that educates your consumer. See, the thing is, once you start to take the position in the marketplace as an expert that educates people, then all of a sudden you're in a different category to the spruikers out there that are just trying to pitch their wares. So, for example, I might have an ad that says, warning, don't even think about hiring a copywriter until you've read this report on copywriting that sells and the 7 things to look for in a copywriter. And then all of a sudden I'm the guy that's not only copywriting but I'm educating people on copywriting. So accordingly my rate can go up and my position in the marketplace is dramatically higher. So that's a good example of a solid headline. Alright, the next headline, how you can solve big problem or get big fat benefit, so insert your own big problem that you solve or get big fat benefit quickly and easily, is a pretty basic headline, but it is effective. I got an email recently, how you can make more money in your business, that was advertising a business speaker telling people how to make more money in their business. And look, I went along to the seminar. I wanted to know what ideas and tips he had for me to make more money in my own business. It's always something I'm interested in. So that got me along. Solve a big problem, or it could have been, though, how to stop, for example, wasting money in your business, or how to stop leaving profits on the table in your business. And I still would have been interested. So either way, that headline structure can work. Now, when I opened the email, it was from a speaker that I knew was a good speaker. He had a good credibility. He had the results on the board. So once you make that sort of claim, you've got to have some proof to back it up. So that's the important thing when using that sort of a simple headline structure like that. Next, the truth behind. Now this is just an example of a genre. It's a good example, but it's just an example of a genre. So you could also have, as Dale Beaumont, the famous author behind the book Big Secrets Exposed series, you could also have secrets exposed about XXX, or secrets revealed about XXX, or whatever it happens to be. So you can play on that controversy angle. People want to know what's hidden behind the curtain. What aren't they being shown? People suspect that there's stuff going on they don't know about, shenanigans going on behind the scene. They want to be let in on those little known secrets. So you can be like a current affair who, enjoy the terrific ratings and long-standing popularity that shows like that do, and reveal controversial facts and data to people and incorporate that into your sales message. And again, you're being positioned as the expert, which is what you want. Alright, moving on. The testimonial. John Anderson's headline formulas are magic. Our sales have rocketed up by 30%. Now, this is great. Why? Because we live in a cynical and jaded society, and I'm not saying it, it's a testimonial. Someone else is saying it, so all of a sudden it's got a higher threshold or higher degree of believability to it. So using a testimonial headline, make sure it's got a specific result in the headline, not just, if it was just John Anderson's an amazing guy, or my wife would probably agree, but apart from that, it's just an irrelevant statement. People want to know what's in it for them. So make sure when you use a testimonial headline, you're using a result. Alright, here's a great headline structure. Give me just 8 minutes and I will show you how to write cash generating headlines. It's killer copy, it offers people a benefit, and it's using the give me and I will. Now, why is this a good headline structure? Now, I think it's a good headline structure because it appeals to people's sense of reality. In reality, people think that there's no such thing as a free lunch. So they're more inclined to believe you if you say, give me this and I will give you this. So that's why this structure works well. And of course, you can just insert your own product or service or skill that you offer to people in this. Here's another proven headline structure. If you are looking for a headline formula that works, then keep watching this short video. If you are looking for an insurance policy that will, keep you sleeping well at night, then keep watching this short video. Again, it just signals who it's for, and it uses the conditional structure. If you, then, and that again appeals to people's sense of believability. Moving on, how to win friends and influence people. So this is an example of the how-to genre of headlines. Very effective. People are looking around all day for answers on how to do things, and this headline announces that it's going to show people how to do things. And obviously in this one, it's something that a lot of people wanted because that sold a lot of books, how to win friends and influence people. Now, these are some basic headline templates for you to get started. There are a lot more elements to ultra successful headlines, such as using emotional resonance. So you work out what's the biggest emotion in the market at the moment. Like, for example, in the investments market, there might be disillusionment with all the experts that fail to warn them. So you might sort of go in for that. Tired of being lied to by the banks and by the hot tip givers and by the talk show hosts that recommend the tips but aren't around 6 months when they bomb like the rest of the share market, leaving you to manage for your family with 30% less cash. You could sort of go in on that angle. So there's lots of different angles that you can approach things from. Another angle is scarcity and exclusivity. I have a great opportunity, an exclusive opportunity, but only those with imagination and a high net worth can accept it. You can position it as a scarce, exclusive things. So there are some more, advanced copywriting techniques that you can use. However, these will be a great template or great templates to get you started. I hope this has been useful, and I will speak to you soon.